Well, hi again, everybody, and welcome to Jasper High School basketball coverage here on 18 WJTS. I'm Carey Schneider along with Jason Stamm and Jeremy Marcos, and tonight it's the final home game of the 2024-25 regular season, and it's senior night as the Jasper Wildcats will host the Pike Central Chargers. The Chargers coming into today's contest with a 1-20 record. Their lone victory back on December 27th against the Shoals Drug Rocks, 46-42. Well, the Wildcats coming into tonight with their longest winning streak of the season at 3 after defeating the Vincent's Lake Analysis Thursday night at Alice Arena, 58-37. Jason, we'll just go ahead and kind of skip over the Vincent's game, but tonight's, of course, it's a special night. It's senior night for these 6 seniors.
There's no doubt. You want to honor these kids for all their efforts and trials and tribulations that they've went through for 4 years representing Jasper. And we couldn't have a finer group of young men representing Jasper tonight with the seniors, it's a special night anytime that these guys, you celebrate senior night. And we don't want to leave off the band members and the cheerleaders and the dance team also. It is a special night, and you just hope that, they come out and play hard, because we are not only honoring them, but we're also trying to get ready for the sectional. So that's what the big objective of the night is.
Well, last night we did pick up a nice victory against a potential sectional opponent in Vincennes Lincoln. But going back to tonight, as you said, it is senior night for not only 6 senior ball players, but the cheerleaders, pep band, and dance team and whatnot. I want to quickly mention the 6 seniors for the Wildcats here. Thomas Sager, number 21, the son of Andy and Audrey Sager. Number 23, Jace Foy, the son of Alan Foy and Dana Foy. Reese Fisher, number 25, the son of Mike and Stacy. Caden Ernie, number 33, the son of Mark and Brittany Ernie. Number 35, Braden Giesler, the son of Ross and Deborah Giesler. And number 55, Kai Kuntz, a 6'4" forward, the son of Chris and Dana Kuntz. Sager, Foy, Fisher, Ernie, and Kuntz will be the starting 5 for the Wildcats tonight, while the Chargers will send out Lane Frederick, Cameron Roy, Nate Davis, Cody Carter, and Jacob Newkirk. And we're about to have the tip-off as Newkirk and Kuntz do battle for the tip. When the Chargers come up with it, they'll have the first possession of the night. Down low to Newkirk, guarded by Foy. He'll turn and put a shot up, will not get to drop, and Caden Ernie comes down with the board, and he'll bring it up the floor to Foy. Jace fires a 3 and hits.
Looked like Pike Central come out in the zone there. Nobody went out to guard Foy and left him wide open. He wasn't going to shoot, but he was so open he thought he better.
Opportunity knocks, you take it.
That's right.
So 3-0 Wildcats on Foy's three-pointer. Newkirk will hand it off to Roy. Frederick now. There's Davis inside the circle. He'll deal it out to Frederick, or Newkirk, I should say. Now here's Newkirk, top of the key. Senior night 2025 for the Jasper basketball team. 6 seniors honored this evening, along with the band and cheerleaders, as we said. Here's a 3 from the corner. It's short, no good, and Kuntz comes up with the board. He'll clear it out to Ernie. Sager fires a 3, and he'll hit. Thomas Sager with a 3-pointer, 6-0 Jasper. Sager had the opportunity right there himself too, Jason.
Yeah. It's good to see, Thomas getting in there and getting some action tonight, as well as Kuntz and Fisher.
Here's a 3-point shot, no good by Davis. Up the floor of the Wildcats. Kuntz in the backcourt, over to Foy. Foy on the wing will bring it out to the top of the key. Sager, well, this ball is stolen away by Frederick. He'll bring it up the floor for the Chargers, who trail 6-0.
Pike's leading scorer didn't even start. Number 22, Mason's our leading scorer at like 13 points a game or 12 points a game and didn't even start.
I'm not sure if he's having a little exactly the situation, but Kevin Hurtis was telling me before the game that he was not really sure about his status tonight. Here's a three-point shot, and it is good by Lane Frederick. And Frederick draws the first 3 points for the Chargers this evening. It's 6-3.
Yeah, Pike Central's in a 2-3 zone, so we need to look to get the ball inside, but yet, you know, the outside shots are going to be there.
Sager, three-point shot is no good. Batted out to Ernie. Caden deals it underneath to Kuntz. Kuntz tries to get his own tip, but no good. It'll be out of bounds. Or was there a foul called, actually?
I think there was a foul.
There was. And that's going to go against the Chargers. Number 40. Caden Fosnaugh. I didn't even see him come in. Unless he was a possibility. Yeah, he was in there. Either way, Fosnaugh gets nailed on the personal. And Kai Kuntz will go to the line to shoot two.
Giesler checked in for Jasper. He took Foy's spot. So one senior took the other's spot.
Chargers with the basketball, trailing 7-3. Here's a short jumper, no good. Rebound Kuntz, and I think they're going to get.
I think they're going to get
Kuntz for a push.
Kuntz on the push there.
So Kuntz will be called for the foul. That'll be his first. Team's first. Here's a three-point shot by new face in the ball game for the Chargers, and that is Giles Mason. Cats will have the basketball.
Pike Central's going to run a 2-2-1 full court press. Sort of, I guess.
Trying to get all my lineups straightened out here. Okay, 7-3 is our score. Jasper with the basketball. Gieser deals it out to Sager. He'll pump a three and hit. Thomas Sager with his second three-pointer of the night. He's got 6. It's 10-3. Cats on top by 7. Here's a three-point shot, in and out, no good. Sager pulls down the board. He'll clear it out to Ernie, and he'll bring it up the floor for the Wildcats. In the corner is Fisher. Ball is kicked into the Wildcat pep band. And Jace Foy will come in back into the lineup and will replace Caden Ernie. So all 6 seniors have now played at this point in this ball game. 10-3, Jasper by 7. Giesler deals it out to Fisher. Fisher back out to Giesler. He'll pump a three. It's off the mark, no good. A little hard that time. Up the floor with it is the Chargers. Here's Frederick inside the lane, pushes off on Fisher. Ball's knocked away. Foy comes up with it. Here come the Wildcats. Sager, Fisher in and out and in. 3-point basket by Reese Fisher. 4 3-point baskets for the Cats with a free throw toss by Kuntz makes it 13-3 Wildcats. Ball's knocked out of bounds. And a substitution for the Wildcats as Ernie comes back in. Now in the contest for the Chargers. Number 2, Eli Keeker. Mason with it in the wing. Frederick against Fisher, puts the shot up, won't fall. Battle for the rebound, probably off of Sager, and it will be. It'll belong to the Chargers. It almost seems like both teams are trying to find an identity at this point.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
Cats with a decided advantage, no question about it in this contest. Ooh, Gieser with the swat.
It looked like he swatted him on the arm.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You know, Jasper's, just trying to let their seniors, so there's a lot of guys out there playing that aren't used to playing together, so, that part of it makes it a little bit tough.
5-second violation, was it? Or
No,
watch a foul away from the ball.
Foul on number 2, Keeker.
So Keeker will be nailed on the personal. That'll be his first. Only the second foul for the, third overall in this whole contest so far. 2:37 to go in the first quarter. 13-3 is our score. Kuntz getting ready to come back in for the Wildcats.
Pike Central switched to a man-to-man now.
Foy will pull it out. Flip it over to Seggs. Left side to Fisher. Foy, one-hand dribble, fires a shot and nails it. Another three-point basket. Three-point basket by Jace Foy, his second. 5 for the Cats here in the third quarter. 5 3-pointers, that is. 16-3 is now the score. Ball mishandled. Cats come up with it. Sager will quickly bring it up the floor. Bounce pass over to Gieser. Back out to Sager. Thomas for 3. No good. Long rebound comes to the hand of Ernie. Caden over to Fisher. Gieser it is. Gies. Foy. 3. No good. Rebound Pike Central as Frederick will haul it in. Stop, pop for 3 is good by Keeker. And a timeout is called with 1:14 to go in the first quarter. It will be a full timeout, so we'll take a break ourselves. 16-6 is our score. We'll be back after this on 18 WJTS.
Think about the journey, not about how you're getting there. The all-new Michelin LTX MS2, engineered for 2 extra years of tread life. Available at DuBois County Tire and Supply in Jasper.
Big or small, we service all. DuBois County Tire.
Let's have Thomas Sager, Reese Fisher, Kai Kuntz, Jace Foy, and Caden Ernie on the floor right now. After that timeout, Jasper on top 16-6. 1:14 to go in the first quarter. Ernie double teamed. He'll try to dribble out of it. He'll deal it out to Sager. Here's Fisher for 3. He's short. Rebound comes to the Chargers as Frederick will roar it up the floor. Lane, get to Keeker, fires a 3, and he'll get another one to drop. Eli Keeker.
He's a freshman.
6. Well, I tell you what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Wildcat 3-pointers, 3 for the Chargers. Every bucket is a 3 tonight so far.
Yeah, other than the free throw from Kuntz.
And that's all the scoring.
Yep.
33 seconds to go. Ernie trying to get on the phone with the 3-point game, but this one is off the mark. Kuntz comes up with a board. Foy, shot is put up, no good, and he's fouled. So Jace Foy will go to the line to shoot 2. Foy's got 6 points on a pair of 3-pointers. 16-9 is our score. First one is good. Nate Davis comes into the contest for the Pike Central Chargers. Foy's next shot is good. He's got 8. 18-9 is the score now with 15 seconds to go. 3-point shot by Frederick is no good. Sager comes up with the board. 6 seconds. 5. Ernie. 1 second. Puts a shot up. Will not fall. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter of play with the score Jasper 18, Pike Central 9. We'll be back after this on 18 WJTS.
Ublar Chevy Cadillac in Jasper is proud to be the title sponsor for the Jammin' in Jasper basketball tournament this month. Teams from all over the Midwest will come to compete. This month, get a Jammin' deal on your next vehicle at Ublar's with tax time savings. We have a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles in stock for every budget and flexible financing options from top lenders. As always, no hidden fees. Ublar Chevy Cadillac in Jasper, where customers send their friends for Jammin' deals since 1929.
Down to an 18-9 lead, Jason, after the first quarter. No thoughts of this ball game at this point?
Well, it's kind of, about what we thought, with Jasper starting all their seniors. But, we did a good job there in the first quarter, getting some wide open looks and knocking them down. We're kind of back to our main starting lineup here to start this quarter.
You're right.
So, but yeah, that was a good start.
And which is Logan Day, Jalen Mainers, and Max Butel now in the lineup for the Cats, along with Giesler and Foy. So our regular starting lineup now for the Wildcats in the contest. Here's a three-point shot, is up and in by number 22, Giles Mason. So Mason with his first bucket of the night. 18-12 is the score. Mainers inside the lane. Little running jumper, no good, but he gets his own board. Here's a three on the way by Foy, good. Jace Foy, his third three-point basket. He's got 11, 21-12. Pikers with the basketball. Here's Mason, all knocked away from him. Butel will roar it up the floor. Down low to Giesler, and the shot is up and in. So, Braden Giesler with his first two. 23-12, Jasper on top by 11. There's steal. Mainers up, no good, but a foul. So Mainers will go to the line. He's yet to score. Well, of course, he's just out joined the contest. He'll have two after the foul is called on Mason. Mason's with the two fouls now. First shot went in, did it? Yep. Mainers has his first point of the night. 24-12. Cats doubling up on the Chargers right now. Second one is short. And Newkirk with the rebound for the Chargers. Roy will bring it up. Roy on the left side. Down low Frederick. He'll put the shot up and in.
Nice shot there. He was kind of under the backboard and was able to get it back up off the board.
He's got 5 points, does Frederick. Here's Butel, down low to Mainers. Turn around, up off the glass, and good. Nice shot there by Mainers.
Yeah, they're not going to have a way to stop that if Jalen can catch that and go up that quick.
26-14 is their score. Turnaround hook, up and in by Frederick. He's got 7. 26-16. Mainers will pop a three, and he'll hit. Mainers with the three-point basket. Quickly off the bench, has scored 6 points. 7 3-pointers for the Cats in this ball game already. We're only still got 5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Chargers with 4 of their own.
There's been a lot of them tonight, that's for sure.
4:52 to go in the second quarter of play. Jasper up by 13 now, 29-16. Shot up, no good by Roy. Cats come up with it. Down low to Giesler, missed a shot, tries to tip it up, no good. Out of bounds, it'll belong to the Wildcats. Substitution for the Chargers, Giles Mason back in. Mason has 2 fouls on him this far tonight. Eli Keeker also coming in for the Pike Central Chargers. Giesler turnaround jumper is no good. Roy will bring it up the floor after pulling down the rebound. Mason has Maynard's taken away, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Cody Carter. So Carter will pick up the personal. That'll be his first, team's second of the quarter. 4:12 to go in the second quarter. Jasper with the basketball. They lead by 13. Here's Butel in the backcourt. Max deals it over to Day. Logan over to Foy. Foy a pop a 3, no good. Mainers comes up, fights for the rebound. Scramble for it, he deals it out to Day. 3 is no good.
Did they implement a rule tonight that said you can't shoot anything but a 3?
Apparently so, at least that's in the philosophy tonight, but here's a missed shot. Down low. Down in the other end, off the glass, no good by Carter. The Cats will bring it up the floor. Almost a 3 there by Day. And Mainers has it in the backcourt. Bounce down low to Mainers. Here's a 3 by Butel, no good. Mainers comes up with the board, turnaround shot, good. Basket is good by Jalen Mainers. 5, 6, 7, 8 points for the Wildcats sophomore. Timeout is called with 3:01 to go in the second quarter. It's a full timeout. We'll take a break ourselves. 31-16 is the score. Back after this on 18 WJTS.
This is Tony Ubelard, Ubelard Toyota in Jasper. Truck lovers know the Toyota Tundra for its legendary strength and reliability. The new Tundras are long on comfort, technology, and safety too. Right now, we've got plenty of new Tundras in stock, with options for every purpose and budget. Loaded with features to help you get things done. We have flexible financing and lease options as well. Find your new Tundra today at Ubelard Toyota in Jasper, where customers send their friends for hardworking trucks since 1929.
With 3:01 to go in the second quarter after a timeout, Jasper leading 31-16. Chargers will have the basketball.
You know, these games are tough, you know, to play in, just because, especially when you're talking this close to the sectional. You know, you're trying to play your best basketball, and you know, when you're playing teams like this, it's hard to play to your caliber. So I think, you know, so far we've done a pretty decent job of it. You know, and I'm not taking anything away from Pike Central. They're out there playing hard just like anybody else we've played this year.
Exactly. And Jace Foy drives to the hole for the first bucket. That was not a three-pointer tonight for the Wildcats senior. He's got 13 now. And Jack Levin will come in for the Cats for the first time this evening, giving Giesler a rest. It's also a game in which you're going to see a lot of substitutions and so forth. Yeah. I mean, considering what's likely the differential in points, so forth, you're going to a lot of guys are going to see action tonight.
No doubt.
And also you're going to like I said, just kind of give you guys as much to breathe as you can. I mean, this is obviously a second straight night in which you're playing after playing a makeup game last night against Vincennes Lincoln. Here's a 3 by boy, no good.
But it's no different than a normal Friday, Saturday weekend.
Right,
It's
exactly.
just Thursday, Friday.
Exactly. It's not really not much difference. And as we say, we keep talking about these are the games that you want to play in which you're getting ready for the tournament in case you have a Friday night, Saturday night situation.
Very, very good observation. I mean, that's you got to be ready to play on back-to-back nights if you're going to win the sectional.
Exactly. Sectional draw actually will be, as we watch this on Saturday morning, sectional draw will be on Sunday.
Yep.
Sunday late afternoon and evening. I'm not sure exactly what time, but it will be Sunday.
It's 6 to 8, I believe.
6 to 8, okay.
Yep.
Ben's shot is no good on the other end. Out of bounds. I believe it will belong to Pike Central. It will.
Yeah, it's 6 to 8, and the only reason I remember that is we have a Little League meeting at 7 o'clock, so it was right in the middle of the sectional draw. But well, we got a little bit of time. We'll Jasper Youth Baseball has had their sign-ups.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody's watching this tomorrow and hasn't had the opportunity to sign their kid up, we'd like to try to get as many of them signed up as we can by Sunday. That's when we're going to figure out how many teams we're going to have and age groups and things like that. So if anybody's watching this has any questions, feel free to call me on my cell phone at 812-630-5760, and I can help them get that done. But there's a nice shot. But we're anxious to get going with baseball season here, so we'll be proceeding with that on Sunday.
Very good. I meant to ask you about that before the game, but if that was coming up, if you wanted to get a plug for that, and if you like to, we can do maybe do it again later on in tonight's telecast. So.
Yeah, well, Little League as a whole, as an organization, did something different this year. They made every kid in the world that signs up for Little League has to do it online. We used to have an old-fashioned sign-up day where people could come and turn in their registration forms and do that.
Like at the old Fifth Street Gym there.
Yeah, and then we went to the Hobbick Center the last few years, but Little League changed that this year, so we didn't know how our numbers would get affected by that. But overall, it's went really well. I think last time I checked, we had a little over 400 kids signed up, so looks like we're right where we need to be.
And of course, you and the rest of the Jasper Youth Baseball Board, excellent job in promoting baseball in the city of Jasper and prepping cats for future play.
Yep. The other thing, we haven't really, not that we're trying to not talk about the game, but Jammin' in Jasper is also coming up, not this weekend, but the following weekend, and that's always an exciting time. Ooh, they called Kuntz for a
Kuntz
charge.
with a charge there as he took down Newkirk. So he kind of met his match there a little bit with both ends. I mean, really, if you look at the girth between the two of them.
Both are pretty good-sized young men. But, yeah, Jammin' in Jasper's coming up. I think I'm on the Basketball Booster Club, and last time I checked there, we had like 106 teams in that coming in. So that'll be another exciting weekend for basketball.
And that is next weekend here in the city of Jasper. One of the bigger weekends of the year for the Jasper community. As we come to a close here of the first half with a score Jasper 36, Pike Central 22. Jason, like I said, just kind of summarize a little bit what we've seen here thus far. I mean, I know it didn't need to get too far away from the game there, but still, Cats with the lead here at halftime.
Yeah, and I thought, there in the first quarter, we scored 18 points in the first quarter, 18 in the second quarter, and I thought, we've played pretty well. I would like to get the ball inside. That's always something that I harp on all the time. But I thought there in the second quarter when Jalen and Geese were in there at the same time, we did a pretty good job of doing that, not settling for the outside three-pointer all the time. But so far, it's been pretty successful first half. So we just hope that it can continue. you know, and like we said, you know, these are tough games, and your goal is to continue to work on things and get better. Sometimes you have to not necessarily play against your opponent, but you play against yourself to try to better yourself. You know, and I'm sure the coaching staff had some things that they wanted them to work on and to get better at and continue to get better. So, you know, I think first half has been fairly successful for that.
All right, we'll take a quick look at the scoring here at halftime for the Chargers. Giles Mason on a three-point basket has 3 points. A pair of three-pointers by Eli Keeker with 6. And a pair of buckets by Nate Davis has him for 4. 9 points by Lane Frederick to lead the Chargers at halftime. Wildcats have 2 points by Kai Kuntz on a pair of free throws. A bucket for Braden Giesler for 2. Bucket for Logan Day for 2. 3 points on a three-point basket by Reese Fisher. 6 points by Thomas Sager. And let's see here, 8 points by Jalen Mainers off the bench, all in the second quarter. And the Wildcats led in scoring by Jace Foy with 13 points here at halftime. Jasper leads at 22. 36-22 Wildcats at halftime. We'll be back with the second half after this on AT WJTS.
Sell your car the easy way at Ubalor Chevy Cadillac in Jasper. Simply scan this QR code to get a Kelley Blue Book instant cash offer on your vehicle. Whether your car has low miles, high miles, or has a few dings, KBB makes it easy. Just answer a few simple questions and get a cash offer on the spot. Then bring your car to your local KBB buying center, Ubalor Chevy Cadillac in Jasper, and we'll handle the rest. Trade your keys for cash today at Ubalor & Sons.
Back at the Jasper High School Gymnasium, Carey Schneider, Jason Stamm, and Jeremy Marcos. About to bring you to the second half of tonight's ball game between the Wildcats and Pike Central Chargers. The Wildcats will already out on the floor waiting for Pike Central to break their huddle. And, yeah, like I said, Jason, I mean, this is the ball game now. With the second half before you, I mean, what's some of the things the Cats might want to look at and work on perhaps? Or
well, I think, you know, like we talked a little bit there at the half is, you know, you got to continue to work on the things that you need to do to get better. You know, and I'm sure the coaching staff at halftime probably told them, you know, what a few key points that they want them to do, whether it's, you know, look to get the ball inside, whatever it is, you know. So those are the things that, you know, we need to look for to see that they work on those. You know, we're facing a zone defense. And we haven't seen that very often this year. I mean, in all honesty, we haven't played against a team that played zone very often. You know, a possession or two here or there, but not as much as what Pike has. And that's good because that's something that, you know, going into the sectional, you never know. Somebody might try that.
Well, the Wildcats are now starting the second half with their normal starting lineup of Giesler and Butel, and shot is no good by the Chargers. Here is Butel up the floor. Deals over to Foy. Foy will pump a three-pointer, and he'll nail it. Foy's got 16. As another three-point basket and a whistle and a traveling was going to be called on the Chargers. Foy has 4 3-pointers in this contest, 16 points on the night. As I said, Jace Foy, Braden Giesler, Logan Day, Jalen Mainers, Max Butel. Jasper's normal starting 5 starting the second half tonight after, of course, had 5 of the 6 seniors starting the ball game. Here's a three-point shot is good by Logan Day. Day's got 5 points, his first three-point basket.
Yeah, and I look to see, you know, how the third quarter turns out here. You know, we may see a lot of those seniors again, especially the ones that haven't played a lot this year.
Not to mention a lot of the other reserves for the Cats tonight. So there's a three-pointer by Newkirk is no good. Cats by 20, 42-22. Shot by Mainers is no good, and here's Frederick up the floor.
Yeah, it looked like somebody had a hold of his arm there.
Frederick on the top of the key, will circle it, now drive it to the hole, puts a shot up, good, and a foul. So, basket is good by Lane Frederick. He's got 11. Foul is called on Foy, I believe. Yes, Jace Foy. his first. Frederick with 11, looking for his 12th point to lead the Chargers tonight. He'll nail it. First free throw attempt by Pike Central tonight. (42-25). 6:07 to go in the third quarter. Opening minutes here on 18 WJTS. Final home game of the regular season for the Jasper Wildcats here at 24-25. Down low, he is Jace Foy, and he'll be fouled. Foul is called, let's see, on number 13, Cody Carter. That'll be his second. Foy will have a pair of free throws coming. First one is no good. He was 2 for 2 from line up to that point. Make it down 3 for 4. 16, 17 points for the Wildcats senior on senior night. Cats by 18. Davis inside the lane. Shot way off the mark there. Mainers comes down with the board. Here's Butel up the floor. Max out to Day. Max on the corner. Drives the baseline. Day for 3. Short. And off. Well, they're going to, Jasper basketball as Foy was able to swat it off. I believe that was Roy.
Yeah, I think so.
So 4. That's a play by the Wildcats senior. Outlet pass to Butel. Giesler down over to Foy. Ball is kicked. Oh, no.
Yeah, I think they're going to get that right.
Yeah, okay. Sit it off his knee and stuff there.
The outside official thought it went off of Pike Central's knee, but the lower guy, he had a better look at it. I agreed with I thought it went off of Maynard's knee.
So the Chargers will have the basketball. Frederick circles it out. Stops and pops a 3 and rattles it in. So Lane Frederick with his second three-pointer of the night. He's got 15 points to lead the Chargers in scoring. Butel. Down low to Giesler. Braden deals it out. Foy for 3 from the corner is no good. Down low to Foy. Up and in and a foul. Kind of held his balance there. Was able to force that shot up, muscle it in.
You got to give credit to Geese there. He got the big rebound and kept his head up and saw Foy cut into the basket. Was able to get it to him.
He's got 19 points. Thomas Sager, as you said, some of the seniors going to probably see a little more action as Thomas Sager's being one of them. Sager's got 6 points on a pair of three-pointers in this contest already. Foy short on that three-point basket, or three-point free throw shot, I should say.
Chance for a three-point.
Yeah, chance for a three-point play the old-fashioned way, as they say.
Yeah.
And foul is going to be called on the Wildcats. I guess Giesler looks like.
I think so, yep.
It will be his first. Nate Davis with a pair of free throws coming. First one is good. Davis has 5 points.
I saw Coach Albrand here before the game started.
We all saw Coach Albrand before the game started.
He was talking, though, one of these, I don't know if all three of them, but he saw one of the officials, and he said that he's one of the officials that's working the semi-state, girls semi-state here tomorrow.
Okay.
So I guess he came tonight to do tonight's game and then stay around here.
Where's he, any idea where he's from?
In
the Indy area?
Indy?
Okay.
So they may all be that way. I don't know. He just saw one of them. So
that's cool. Mainer's shot up and in and a foul. I'm sure you see a lot of that and so forth.
Yeah.
I mean, they work it out, because you could say the price of gas, the travels, and so forth.
Yeah.
You know, you make it a little more economical for these guys and so forth. So
Yeah. Yep, there's no doubt.
Mainers completes a three-point play. He's got 11. 48-29, Jasper. We all enjoy Coach Allbrand's company now that he's no longer on the staffs, but
Yeah. Oh, he's always a treat to be around. That's for sure.
like I said, we need to one of these nights. I mean, well, of course, this is our last game. We only have one more game altogether after tonight, unfortunately. Thursday night when the Cats travel to Bedford North Lawrence. You and Craig and Jed will be up there for that. Anyway, but let's maybe look at it next year. We'll see if we can, Jeremy, put up a third headset up here and force Coach Allbrand on with us some night.
Yeah. I've told him, since he got out, I said, you need to come up there and sit down and do that for a little bit. I think he doesn't admit it, but I think he's a little nervous to do it.
Why? He was one of the best interviews you could have after a ball game. I mean,
well, there's no doubt. And I told him, I said, Jay, you know the game of basketball inside and out. I said, that's all you got to do is just sit there and talk about basketball.
Absolutely. So we'll work on that and do some negotiating with Jason for next year. So foul down low is called. And that is on, was that Butel? I believe it was.
I think I was the part of the reason that he quit coaching baseball, though.
Oh, why is that?
Because we would always play fungo golf before the baseball games, and I pretty well owned him in fungo golf.
So learned him, huh?
Yeah, I think he decided he just better hang it up since he could never beat me.
So you forced a guy who's had 20, almost 30 years of coaching underneath his belt to hang it up because of fungo golf.
That's right.
Oh, my gosh.
He couldn't hang with me in fungo golf. We did. We had a lot of fun though doing that 4 games.
Yes, Jason was a treat to be around, and my 30 years I spent as a public address announcer around Jasper baseball. He was a senior in high school when I first started as Mainers with the reverse layup, and then of course coming back as a coach, and he was a joy, just like everybody in all the sports that I dealt with and so forth. So
you're showing
Jasper
your age.
baseball. I am showing my age. Yeah, no,
Carey.
I don't care. So forth. Where was I? Anyway, ball game here.
Yeah.
I think I lost track of my scoring, but who cares at this point? Anyway, 50-31 is the score.
Maynard scored down here.
Maynard, I got that. Yeah, I had that.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, thank you. Here's Mainers on the other end. Well, pass. He was trying to find Foy, but stolen away by Roy. Foy taken away by Roy. Here's a shot up, no good by Frederick. And Foy the other end. Puts it up, and they're going to, that's
got to be goaltending.
And it will be against Mainers.
I couldn't tell if it was going to go in or not. It looked like it might.
And you're telling me I was showing my age. The point was I was very young when I started.
Oh, okay.
I think I was only about 20.
That's a good recovery there,
Exactly.
so.
I was very, very young. About 20 to be exact.
Yeah.
All right, timeout is called with 2:33 to go in the third quarter. Jasper leads at 50-31. We'll be back after this.
Jubilar Toyota in Jasper is proud to be the title sponsor for the Jammin' in Jasper basketball tournament this month. Teams from all over the Midwest will come to compete. This month, get a jammin' deal on your next vehicle at Jubilar's with tax time savings. We have a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles in stock for every budget and flexible financing options from top lenders. As always, no hidden fees. Jubilar Toyota in Jasper, where customers and their friends for jammin' deals since 1929.
Back at the Jasper High School Gymnasium, 50-31 is our score, 2:33 to go in the third quarter. Jasper leading them by 19. Good guitar riff by the Jasper pep band there at that timeout break. Here with the basketball is the Chargers. Frederick inside the circle. Nearly stripped away by Sager. Was knocked away, however.
Well,
and, For a second there, Mainers had us
Yeah.
worried there, the way he looked like he was holding on to that knee.
He's holding his knee.
Yeah, Kai Kuntz is going to come in and sit and get his tail on the bench. Might be the last we see him tonight.
Yeah.
I think it might be a safe bet with 2:12 to go and a 19-point lead. Well, 2:12 in the third, but
And it wasn't nothing intentional that.
no, I'm not saying that. It's just
right. No, I'm not saying, but it's just you got to be careful in games like this that somebody doesn't get hurt.
Ernie pumps a three. It's no good. Davis, Roy, Frederick for three, no good, and long rebound brought down or chased down by Kai Kuntz. Will be knocked. Well, I guess Ernie lost the handle of it, I guess. Rob was kind of blocked by the Pike Central player. I thought maybe he had gotten a piece of it, but it will belong to the Chargers.
Just lost control of it.
Eli Keeker back in the lineup for the Pike Central Chargers.
He was the one that hit the 2 threes there in the first half.
Freshman.
Yep.
Listed at 5'10". And a shot up and in by Nate Davis. Davis, he's got 6, 7, 8 actually. Sorry, he's got 9, my apologies. 9 points for Davis.
Oh, yeah.
Giesler up and in. So Braden Giesler with his second point. Sorry, make that his second bucket. 4 points on the night. 3-point shot is short on the other end by Davis. Giesler will bring it up the floor for the Cats. 47 seconds to go in the third. He'll take it all the way, lay it up and in, and a foul. Giesler took it coast to coast. He's got his 6 point, looking for 7 on. Try to complete a 3-point play here. It's Jacob Newkirk will come in for the Chargers. Jacob Newkirk. Spells with Jakob. Giesler with 6, looking for number 7 here. Chance to put the Cats up by 22, and he does. 55-33 is the score, 44 seconds to go. Three-point shot on the way, no good by Newkirk. Cats with the basketball, they lead 55-33. 19 seconds to go in the third. Giesler, 10 seconds. Down low to Gies, turnaround shot, will not fall. 3 seconds. Half-court shot on the way. Good at the buzzer by number 4, Cameron Roy. That's the second one we've seen in about the last 3 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah.
We saw Butel nail one at the end. Was that at halftime, wasn't it? At the end of halftime against the New Albany Bulldogs. And then Cameron Roy from almost the same spot as Butel a few weeks ago nails a half-court shot. 55-36 to score after 3 quarters. We'll be back after this.
Get game day ready with food fit for a fan. Cheer on the Jasper Wildcats or celebrate a victory with a treat from Jasper's Dairy Queen. Grab some sweet treats while watching the Wildcats in action this season. Score on favorites like a decadent blizzard or a signature creation like a chocolate sundae. You can also get Orange Julius at your original West Side Dairy Queen. Dine in or drive through before or after a game for your favorite Dairy Queen treat. Best of luck, Wildcats, from Phyllis and her team at Jasper's Dairy Queen.
Back at the Jasper High School Gymnasium for the fourth quarter of play, fourth and final period of play. Jasper leads at 55-36. Chargers will have the basketball to start the quarter, and losing the handle is Frederick. They'll turn over against Pike. Cats with a pair of scores in double figures already, led by Jace Foy with 19, Jalen Mainers with 11. tonight. We got Foy and Ernie Kuntz with the basketball down low. Shot is up and in as Kai Kuntz on senior night picks up his 4th point. First bucket on it with a pair of free throws. 57-36. Frederick after the handoff from Newkirk. Looks for Roy and finds him. Here's a 3-point shot up and in by Cameron Roy. And Roy with his second 3-pointer after the first half-court shot into the 3rd quarter. And a timeout is called with 57 seconds. With 57 to 39 to score. 7:05 to go in the contest, Jason. And right now with the 30-second timeout, it's kind of regroup a little bit for these teams.
Yeah, they, Jasper just here in the 4th quarter, we just need to take care of the basketball. Don't get sloppy. It's easy to do in a game like this, and we need to make sure that we continue to play hard and do things the right way. Don't get carried away and don't make sloppy passes, because if you do that, that can carry over to next Thursday night, and we don't need that this time of the year anymore.
Right now, the key is to improve every night.
That's exactly right. And tonight is a hard night to do that, but you got to keep your focus at the big goal. It ain't about winning tonight. It's about preparing to get better and be ready to go come sectional time.
Kai Kuntz with the basket and the foul. Kuntz picks up his 6th point. Kuntz saw, of course, action earlier in the year as a starter with the injury to Giesler. Afterwards has done a heck of a job off the bench for the Cats this year.
There's no doubt. I mean, Kai has done I think a yeoman's job this year. He accepted his role and he did the things he needed to do. And when he was called upon to go in there, he's played well.
So 60-39 is their score. Down low to Kuntz. He is going to be fouled. So Kuntz working hard down low, taking advantage of every opportunity he can get here. He's got 7 points. Couple of substitutions for the Chargers. Fresh face in the contest, I believe, and that is Connor Lovelace, number 10, seeing his first action of the night.
Yeah, he's a senior for Pike. I think they've got 1 game left, too, after tonight, I saw.
They do. They have South Knox on Tuesday night.
Not even sure what sectional they're in now anymore.
I would say they go to Boonville, or
are they still 3A?
They are. No, actually, they're 2A.
That's what I thought.
No, they're 2A.
So I don't have any idea where they would
Sectional
go.
48, whichever one that is.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, Kuntz did nail that first one, missed the second one. But the Cats come up with the board. Sager for 3. Got it. Thomas Sager with his 9th point of the night on 3 3-pointers. Big night for the senior, number 21. 64-39 is the score. 6:09 to go in the ball game. Giesler will come back in. Here's a 3-pointer by Frederick. No good. Caden Ernie, the boy.
Have all of our seniors scored?
I believe Caden Ernie is yet to hit the scoreboard yet.
Ernie's the only one that I had any doubts.
No, there's Caden is the only one yet to score this evening. 5:38 to go. Foul will be called on Ernie. That'll be his first. Nate Davis, who has 9 points, will have 2 free throws coming. First one is no good. Geisler will come in for Foy. Likely, probably the last we'll see of Jace tonight.
I would say.
Foy's got 19 points. Second free throw is good by Nate Davis, who's got 10. (64-14), Cats by 24. Here's a three-point shot by Fisher, is good. Reese Fisher with his second three-point shot and his 6th-point of the night. 67-40 is the score. Cats with the 27-point lead.
Here
dunk. Comes Geisler, puts up and in. Braden Geisler has 9.
The only thing I was worried there was he would get hurt.
That's right. And looks like John Gable is going to start to unload a little bit here as Jack Levin's getting set to check in. Starting to talk to some other players on the bench here. 69-40 is our score, a 4.5 to play. Nate Davis, contact, shot up and good. Davis has 13. Make that 12 actually. Fisher for 3, no good. Ernie with the board, deals it out to Sager, no good. Knocked out of bounds, it'll belong to the Wildcats. I'm sure they're gonna try to get Caden a look here. Jack Levin will come in for Braden Geisler. Geisler will finish his night most likely with 9 points on senior night here at the JHS gym. So again, final home game, regular season home game for the careers of Thomas Sager, Jace Foy, Reese Fisher, Caden Ernie, Kai Kuntz, and Braden Geisler. Under 4 minutes to play. 69-42 is the score. Cats will have it. Ernie deals it over here to Levin. Jack on the wing. Sager, shot up and in. Thomas Sager has 11.
He's having a heck of a senior night.
Yes, sir. You think that's a career high?
Oh, I would say that's probably a safe bet.
Safe bet, absolutely.
It's probably close to being Foy's too.
Yes. Well, to see.
Ending up with 19.
He's got 19.
Yeah, I would say. I would be shocked if that wasn't for him.
3:21 to go. Ball is knocked out of bounds. It'll belong to the Chargers. They say Fisher got the last piece of it. (71-42) is the score. Wildcats on their way well to their 8th victory of the year as the shot is up and in by Frederick. Lane Frederick, he leads the Chargers in scoring with 17. Cats, as I said, on their way to their 8th victory of the year. Their 4th victory in a row. Here's a 3 by Fisher, no good. Whoa, Sager between the legs. Here's a bump by Caden. Couldn't get it to fall.
He's going to get 2 free throws.
But he will have 2 shots at the line. Yes.
He should get his name in the scorebook.
So Ernie looking for his first points of the night. This one will not fall.
Well, maybe not. He surely wouldn't miss 2. Yeah.
Got it. So Caden Ernie hits the scorebook here. And looks like about 4 new faces coming in for the Cats. And I don't have enough room on my score sheet. So everybody will play tonight. Luke Meyer and Riley Foy getting set to check in along with a couple other players. And a whistle and a foul is going to be called.
Yeah, I'd say he'll leave Levin in and take the other 4 seniors out.
Ethan Thornburg, Lukemeyer, Nate Lukemeyer comes in. Keenan Lamont as Thomas Sager, Caden Ernie, Kai Kuntz, Reese Fisher, and as I said, Thomas Sager all come off the floor for the final time here at the JHS gym on Senior Night 2025. Here's Jack Levin up and in. So Levin scores. 74-46. 1:49 to go. Three-point shot is good. Was that number 5, I believe?
Yes,
Davis. So Nate Davis, 15 points.
They called a timeout just to put 5 new guys in.
The Chargers will unload their bench as well. Cats with, as I said, Nate Lukemeyer, Ethan Thornburg, Keenan Lamont, Jack Levin on the floor.
Pike Central's got 3 freshmen playing out there now.
1:30 to go in the contest. Riley Foy over, 3-point shot, no good by Lamont. Foy cannot get that one to drop. 74-49. 3-point basket rattles in by number 10, and that is Connor Lovelace, senior. Lovelace with his first points of the night. 74-52. Under a minute now. Jack Levin drives, cannot get that to fall. Ball stolen away by Foy. He scraps for that loose ball. Nice hustle by Riley. Freshman forces a jump ball, and the Wildcats will have the possession. Levin, Foy. .31 seconds. That's look like they're just going to run down the clock. Here's Lukemeyer. Here's a 3 from the corner. Good by Kenyon Lamont. Kenyon Lamont with the 3-point basket. 6 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and that will bring us to the end of tonight's senior night contest between the Chargers and the Wildcats. Jasper wins at 77-52. The Wildcats will improve to 8-13 with 1 game left in the regular season. Chargers fall to 1-21 here on senior night 2025. As all 6 of the Wildcats senior players scored at least 1 point this evening. We'll go over the scoring here in just a little bit in a second here, Jason, but just talk a little bit about this contest and what we could muster up here. But either way, it's a nice victory for the Cats. Obviously a lopsided one tonight. Overly matched were the Chargers, but it's a big senior night victory for these Cats.
Yeah, these are tough games to play in. You know, obviously everybody was aware of their record coming in. You know, and as a coaching staff, you don't really like playing these games because you're expected to go out there and win. So it's hard to motivate the players, but it shouldn't be. You should be, especially the seniors, and I think our seniors did a good job coming out there being mentally and physically ready to play tonight, because it obviously is their last time to play in front of a crowd on this home court. So I think, from that standpoint, they did a good job. Overall, it was a game that, like I said, we kind of thought we should win, but you still got to go out there and execute. You got to hit shots. You got to play defense, and we did do that, and felt like it was, did we get better? Well, it's hard to judge, because the only way you can judge whether you're getting better is how was your talent or your competition and that. So nobody got hurt. We picked up a victory. We move on to our last regular season game next Thursday night up at Bedford. That'll be obviously a good test. Bedford's having a pretty good year, I think. And anytime you go on the road to Bedford, that's a feat in itself.
We've had our histories up there.
Yes, it's always a tough place to play. I remember going up there when I played back in the 80s.
I do too. I was there that night.
I remember my dad got thrown out of the gym up there my senior year. So yeah, there's been a lot of history between Jasper and Bedford. There for a while we didn't play them, I think.
We did play them a lot, in the 70s and then in the early 80s. In fact, I think that year was the last. I think we ended up dropping them after that year.
Yeah.
And I do recall that night actually myself. And but then we did pick them up, obviously, in the recent years and so forth. But it's always, Jasper and Bedford are two communities that are one and the same with their way they follow their sports. Their fans are passionate. Their players is passionate and so forth. We don't play them a whole lot in other sports.
No.
We used to play them a lot in baseball, remember?
We used to, yeah.
Mm-hmm. They were always kind of a thorn in our side in baseball, in tournament time and very competitive. Yeah. So what I'm getting at is that they're very much a mirrored community like Jasper is.
Oh, there's no doubt. It is. It's a lot like Jasper. Two communities that worship their sports programs, no matter what sport it is. And Bedford's had some. Well, obviously they had Damon Bailey. They went through that stretch with him there. He was pretty good. They had some really good girls basketball teams, I think. So, it's always a fun. I don't want to say it's a fun trip because it's not on a Thursday night, but it's once you get there and you get going in the game, it's a fun game then.
I like playing them, but I don't like doing it on a Thursday night.
I don't either.
I don't see how they can enjoy coming to Jasper on a Thursday night when it's our turn to host.
No.
So that's something that's a whole different subject right there.
Yeah.
But if it were me, I'd be eliminating a lot of those so forth. Unfortunately, that's not my position.
Yep.
Anyway, but let's take a quick look at the scoring for tonight's game. For the Pike Central Chargers, they were led in scoring by Lane Frederick with 17 points, 15 points by Nate Davis, 6 points by Eli Keeker, 3 for Giles Mason and Connor Lovelace apiece, and 6 points for Cameron Roy. For the Wildcats, they had, Keenan Lamond off the bench for 3 points, 2 points for Jack Levin. We got 5 points for Logan Day, 11 points by Jalen Mainers, who once he finally entered the ball game in the second quarter. Brayden Giesler, senior, finishes with 9 points. Kai Kuntz with 8. Caden Ernie with a free throw for 1 point this evening. Reese Fisher was for 6. Thomas Sager, big night for number 21 with 11 points this evening on 3 3-pointers and a 2-point basket. And the Cats were led in scoring by Jace Foys, 19. So all 6 of the Wildcats seniors able to hit the scoring column this evening here on senior night. Again, big night for the seniors, and as we said, Jason, that these are nice that a kid like that we remember. So
yeah, it is. It's nice that seniors get this opportunity, to get honored before the game, and then to come out and I think Coach Gable does an outstanding job with how he handles that senior night. No matter who it is we're playing that night, you know, he always handles it with respect for those kids, knowing that, you know, what they've done for the program for 4 years, and you know, I commend him for the outstanding job that he does with that.
So looks like we got Coach Gable and Andy Noblet heading our way. Looks like we will have Andy with Coach Gable talk with Craig last night. Jason, before I do, I just wanted to say thanks a lot for all your help. Again, this year is going to be the last time you and I are going to work this year, as we unfortunately are not going to be working tournament basketball this year.
No.
But so we have just one more game here on 18 WJTS Thursday night as we already mentioned, with Bedford North Lawrence. Craig will be joining you for that game. And just from a personal standpoint, thanks a lot for your help this year. It's been a pleasure working with you again.
Hey, it's likewise, you know. I was telling Craig the story last night about how it was your fault that I got started in this. I said
that was at Vincennes.
That was at Vincennes. That's why we talked about it. That, you know, I came and sat at the table with you because you were by yourself, and you said if you're going to sit there, you got to put the headphone on.
What you did was actually just put the headphones first, and I said if you're gonna wear those, you're gonna talk into them.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So, but you know, it is. I enjoy working with you, Carey, and Craig also. You know, and this is something that in my wildest dreams would have never thought I would do.
Mm-hmm.
But I solely enjoy it. I just love the game of basketball and like being around it, and so I'm very happy to get to do it. And
well, you came in at the right time, because Craig and I were kind of going back and forth, and you know, for how years it's been now, 5 or 6 years, and it's been almost now, isn't it? And
yeah,
when Carter was playing. And
I did Carter's senior year. I think.
So what I was getting at is we're blessed to have you, because we have somebody who, first of all, knows the game compared to Craig and I. We're clueless. Well, at least I am. Anyway, but to obviously add the insight, and who's obviously a well-spoken person like you are too. So.
Well, I appreciate that, Carey.
You bet. All right. Well, thank you very much, Jason, and we'll switch the headsets over to Coach Andy Noblet.
The living legend.
All right, Andy, thank you very much for stopping in tonight, dropping in with us today. So, well, it's senior night, and I guess obviously hats off to the 6 seniors this evening. Everybody contributing on their final regular season night here at the GHS gym.
Yeah, momentous night. Got to coach these seniors when they were freshmen. They came to us a little bit, I would say, shy, and a little bit underappreciated, maybe a little bit, as they came through, getting them together. A couple of these guys came from Holy Family, a couple guys from the middle school, piecing them together with some of the guys that that have fulfilled our sports teams and other sports, football and baseball as well. Seeing this group, seeing the front row full of some guys that supported our basketball team all the way through. So it was kind of a cool night, not only for the guys who played, but also seeing the student cheer block to support these guys was also just a special night all the way around.
It's a special night, of course, for the players, managers, whoever all introduced, band members, and, of course, the cheerleaders, too. Everybody involved in what is a class program here at Jasper High School.
Yeah, very, very nice crowd tonight, too. I thought there were quite a few people in the stands, and everybody getting to see these seniors to be able to make a change in our basketball program. I really do see they've grown up so much in the time that I've been around them, and to see them have a little fun tonight, but also be able to lock in defensively at times and be able to put the ball in the bucket.
Absolutely, and I was just going to mention, of course, I'll talk about the game itself. I mean, obviously a little more overmatched than we were to Pike Central, but no question about it. But it's still a game that you got to focus on. They're only 2 games away for sectional. The second last game of the regular season, and so on. Right now, the Cats are with a 4-game winning streak now, and things are really starting to fire a little bit more at the right time.
Yeah, I think so. Getting all of our guys now, the number of games that we didn't have under our belt to start the year, and be able to get all of these guys the minutes they've played, to develop some depth now that we have different guys that come off the bench to do different things, has given us a great opportunity to play well down the stretch, and these guys are stepping up and doing it.
That's great. I want to kind of switch gears just a little bit with something that's coming up. I know, of course, next weekend at Jasper is a big weekend. Obviously, one of the biggest weekends of the year, Jamming in Jasper.
Yes, our youth tournament gets put on by just a huge amount of volunteers. Parents at every grade level are donating their time and allowing 108 teams to come into our facilities. Our facilities are built for those kind of things. The people in the early 2000s who built an auxiliary gym for us to allow us to have 3 courts where young kids can play. Then we've got a middle school facility that rather than one gym, we've got 2 gyms out there that continuously run. We've got Cabby O'Neill gym that was restored by our community, gets used starting, I believe, on Friday night at 6, and will run through Sunday morning. And then, of course, we've got 2 courts here at the high school gym that also gets used. So amazing that we can put that together. Volunteers to get the officials, volunteers to put together the concession stands at all the venues. And then to make sure that things run well, we've got people on each of the courts to be able to maintain decorum. So we got some practice athletic directors out there to make sure that everything runs well. And then, just even the parents that are paying for the kids to come are also putting time in at the scorers table and things like that. It's just amazing tournament that Kevin Messmer and the Booster Club have been able to sustain, and we've got people that come from all over, especially a lot of the Indy ties with families that live in Indy but have Jasper roots. They bring their kids back, and they get the opportunity to play in our facilities. And the fun part is that they like to tour the building.
Yes,
they like to see how our school has evolved and changed over the years, and I think that kind of makes it a really special weekend. And of course, a lot of Evansville ties too, so a lot of Evansville teams come up, and you get to see a lot of friends that you haven't seen before. So great weekend, and again, thank you to all the volunteers that helped put that on.
Okay, well, like I said, real quickly, we'll just kind of touch upon one more game left. Bedford North Lawrence on Thursday night. Then a sectional draw, of course, is this Sunday. We'll obviously know in the next 48 hours who we're playing. But then, of course, like I said, talk a little bit about Bedford real quick before we wrap it up.
Yeah, Bedford's got quite a few starters back from last year. We were able to get those guys, played really well against them last year on this same Thursday. It was a good treat for our seniors to get a quality win, and Bedford returns. They had a first-year coach last year. He's back, and so are quite a few of their better players. So we're going to have to defend them well, and anytime you play at Bedford, you're going to get their best shot.
All right. Well, Jason, Jason and I were talking about, obviously we're starting to click a little bit at the right time and so forth. So congratulations on a nice win tonight over the Chargers, 77-52, and good luck rest of the way.
Well, thank you, and we did have a big group of Jasper Youth Hoops kids. They're still out there shooting on the floor, and it's good to see, again, so many of our seniors celebrating with our players, not just cheering for them during the game, but staying afterwards. It looks like they're having a really good time underneath the baskets.
350 strong, I believe they mentioned on the introductions at halftime.
Yeah,
so that's awesome.
And that continues to bring opportunities for kids to get better. And a big thank you to all the volunteers that help keep those 350 kids focused and concentrating during their games on both Saturdays, but also during the week they'll come in as well.
All right. Andy, thank you very much. And again, good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
You bet. Andy Noblet, our guest on our post-game show. The final score, Jasper 77, Pike Central 52. For Coach Andy Noblet, Jason Stamm, and Jeremy Marcos, I'm Carey Schneider saying goodnight from the Jasper High School Gym.